David Willey struck his second 100 of the LV County Championship season and only the second of his first-class career, as he and Josh Cobb ensured that Northamptonshire were not left too far behind Derbyshire on the second day of their game at the 3A County Ground. The second morning began with night watchman Azarullah falling to his first ball, clipping Tom Taylor to Matthew Critchley at mid-wicket. Taylor should have had a second in his next over, but Stephen Peters survived after being caught off a no ball. That delivery showed just how difficult batting may be, and Northamptonshire struggled in the morning, Peters nicking off to Mark Foote on 14. 29 for 2 became 30 for 3 when Ben Cotton struck with his second delivery, having Rob Newton held in the slips by Shiv Thakur. Northamptonshire were without their skipper Alex Wakely, who was nursing a sore hand. He should be fit for the second innings, but won't have been happy with events on the field when Kyle Kurtz's first innings of the summer ended on 13. It was 76 for 5, effectively 6 down then, when Adam Rossington nicked Taylor to Chesney Hughes, and 101 for 6 as Rob Keogh, who'd made 31, was out to the same combination. 194 was the target for Northamptonshire to avoid the follow-on, and that was going to be tough to get, although the decision to give Critchley a bowl helped out the visitors, Cobb hitting his first ball for 4, while his fifth was launched down the ground by the same batsman for a maximum, as Northamptonshire went to lunch on 122 for 6, with work still to do to stay in touch. Whatever the visitors had for lunch, they will be wanting it again and again, although the extraordinary batting we were about to see looked unlikely when Cobb ducked into a footed bouncer. A 5-minute delay followed. He later headed to the hospital for a check on the damage, but the incident didn't seem to affect him too much, as he bravely made it to a 50 off 63 balls, from which the former Leicestershire man had struck 6 fours and 1 6. He was leading the recovery at this stage until Willey puffed out his chest and took over. He was only able to do that, though, after Critchley dropped a fairly simple caught and bowl chance when Willey was on 19. It turned out to be a big moment in the day. Cricket can be cruel, of course. The day after his remarkable 100, Critchley was at times treated with disdain by Cobb and Willey. This was the former's second 6 off the leggy. Willey, who'd used up 46 balls for his first 20 runs, then helped take 21 off a Critchley over, an over in which the follow-on was avoided. The spinner's replacement Taylor didn't fare much better, as Willey changed gears quickly, this his third maximum in his half-century, which arrived off his 66th delivery with his 5th 4. The 25-year-old has shown in previous seasons what a talented batsman he is, but he's already come on leaps and bounds this summer. By the end of this innings, he was closing in on 400 championship runs, made in only 5 innings. How he would have loved to see Cobb get to 3 figures at the other end for just the 4th time in his first-class career, but 5 short of his ton here, he nicked a drive off his former teammate Thakur behind. It had been some partnership though, those two adding 163 runs in 29 overs, and the hitting didn't stop there. This extraordinary shot from Willey had him into the 80s. An exhilarating 100 was soon in the all-rounder's pocket. It had come off just 96 balls, his second 50 using up only 30. He'd smashed 10 fours and 5 sixes to get to his second ton of both this summer and in his career. On this evidence, there should be many more to come. Willey was only going to get out one way, caught trying to clear the rope again. Hashim Amla with the catch at long on as Willey departed for 103 at 309 for 8. With Wakely unable to bat, Stephen Crook was the last man out for 22, but only after Northamptonshire had struck 202 runs in the afternoon session of 33 overs. Their final total of 324 was made at 5.3 runs per over. Naturally, things then calmed down in the final session of the day. Time for Derbyshire to add to their first innings lead of 19. Ben Slater and Hughes did a fine job in batting through 36 overs with few problems, as the visitors didn't always put the ball in the right areas. It had been a thoroughly entertaining day, with 9 wickets falling for exactly 400 runs in the 96 overs that were completed. We can only hope for such entertainment over the next couple of days too. Derbyshire will start the second half of this match on 76 without loss, Hughes on 41 and Slater 27, and that gives Derbyshire a handy lead at this stage of 95.